Hello, welcome to Daily News from RABI. Daily meetings of Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. The prominent Shia Islamic jurist Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosts large numbers of religious scholars, seminary teachers and students, religious experts, political figures, civil rights activists, academics, and public groups of people on a daily basis at his central office in Holy Comb. In these meetings, the visitors give reports of their activities and listen to pieces of advice by the Grand Jurist. The central office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosts public visitors every day until noon prayers. Nonviolence in Cooperation condemns China's brutal crackdown on Uighur Muslim minority. Nonviolence in Cooperation released a statement to condemn China's brutal crackdowns on Uighur Muslim minority. This statement reads, "The Nonviolence in Cooperation has received credible evidence that the Chinese government cracks down on millions of Muslims of Uighur ethnicity by intimidation and exerting pressure on them. Hereby, we demand the UN to put restrictions on the Chinese government as a means to relieve pressures against the Muslim minority in this country." Reports have indicated that the Chinese government has denied its Muslim minority from basic human rights and imprisoned more than 1 million Muslims on arbitrary charges. The Nonviolence in Cooperation requests the human rights foundations and the UN to investigate the case of Uighur Muslims who have been living under persecution for many decades now. Shia Islam recognized official at Kuwait's parliament. Due to efforts by the Shia Kuwaiti parliamentarians, especially Mr. Saleh Ashur, who is an advocate and follower of the Grand Shia jurist Ayatollah Shirazi, the Shia School of Islam was recognized official in Kuwait. Mr. Khalil Ibrahim Saleh, one of the advocates of this bill in the parliament, explained, "The recognition of Shia Islam by the Kuwaiti parliament was resumed after a break in 2016, and we finally managed to reach an agreement and resolve our differences of opinion." He then added, "The bill of the recognition of Shia Islam was firstly vetted by a special commission, and then it was put to vote at the parliament. Eventually, this bill was approved by 521 votes in support of it." It is worth noting that Mr. Saleh Ashur was one of the key figures at the parliament to raise this bill once again. The Shia Muslims constitute 35% of Kuwait's population. Activities by Shia Societies Association on Martyrdom of Imam Hasan Askari. The members of Shia Societies Association, dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, visited several service units and Islamic centers in Holy Samara, coinciding with the martyrdom anniversary of the Holy Imam Hasan Askari in the past few days. In these visits, this association was informed of the activities of these service units and conveyed their respects and advices of the Grand Jurist to them. Rasul Azam Institute distributes heating devices in Holy Kadhimiya. Rasul Azam Cultural and Charitable Institute, dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Kadhimiya, started a third round of distribution of heating devices among families of Iraqi martyrs and needy in this cold time of the year. This charitable work was conducted in pursuant to the orders of the Grand Shia jurist Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi.